Good morning. It's October 5th already. Man. Had another good day yesterday. I followed my program to the T, no carbs after breakfast. It's getting easier because I have, because I did go to the grocery store, so I always make sure the day ahead that I have protein type food around to grab if I need it. Cheese sticks, fruit, some kind of a meat cooked up already. So all I have to do is nuke it or whatever. But I have to tell you, I'm never hungry enough where I couldn't just, make something, and wait for it to cook. I'm never starving. And I was thinking about, how doctors always say, stay ahead of the pain, when you have surgery or whatever, and you have to stay ahead of that pain. Well, I think we have to stay ahead of our hunger. You have to stay one step ahead of that hunger. Never be so hungry where you can't make the right choice. Doesn't that make sense? I mean, you've got to stay ahead of it. Because if you're starving, you're not going to make the right choice. You can't wait. You've got to eat whatever, and usually a chip or something like that is very accessible and handy. First of all, I shouldn't have it in the house, but, that's unrealistic if you have a family, because it's not their problem that we're overweight. So they should be able to have their chips if they want it, because more than likely they can stop at a portion size or whatever. But anyway, that's off the point. But don't let yourself get so hungry that you can't make the right choice. And by eating this big breakfast, I've noticed I never get that hungry. I can feel something come over me thinking, I maybe could eat. And then I have to ask myself, is it just because you're bored? Because I am in the habit of eating out of boredom. So I have to question myself, is that what I'm thinking or feeling, or is it really you need something to eat? And then I let that sit for a while, and if it still doesn't go away and it's still kind of haunting me, then I'll go and I'll grab slice up my apple or have a cheese stick or something like that. And then it usually, that's enough. But because it was a real feeling of I think I'm getting hungry, a cheese stick and an apple is fine. And it takes care of what I needed. Versus if it was boredom, that wouldn't have been fine. I would have eventually went to the chips or the chocolate or something. So just something to really think about. But this big breakfast, let's see, Thursday, Friday were kind of test days. Saturday was my first real day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday now. 3 days into it, and I'm almost 100% sold on it, that it works. I don't know what the scale says yet, but as far as how I feel, I have gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days now without a nap in the afternoon. Not even a inkling of needing one. So that alone to me is worth giving up my carbs after breakfast. I find myself during the day not craving a carb or a sweet at the time of the day that I'm thinking about it, but I think about it thinking, oh, tomorrow morning I want this. Oh, tomorrow morning I want this. Oh, tomorrow morning I want this. Like last night I was craving pizza, but not to eat it right then. I wasn't hungry, but I was thinking, oh, pizza. I'm going to have pizza tomorrow morning. Of course, now that it's morning, I'm not hungry for pizza, but it sounded good last night to have this morning. I had one slice of 100% whole wheat bread with a little butter on one side and a little peanut butter on the other. Fold it in half with my coffee this morning because I can't get right up and eat, but she says to eat something just to get your body going. Just like you can't start your car if it's empty. You got to put, even if it's 33 cents in to get you to work, you got to get something in there. So I had that, and now I'll wait till like 10 o'clock when I'm done with this to eat my big breakfast. So that seems to be working for me because I can't sit down and eat. Yesterday I tried to eat a little. I had 2 or 3 pieces of bread. Well, that filled me up. So later it was hard for me to eat. and I ate too many carbs, so I was a little hungrier throughout the day yesterday. I did actually eat, what did I have for lunch? I had a cheese stick, because I wasn't hungry by lunchtime. And then later in the day I had a little cup of chili, probably wasn't even a cup, and I had all beef hot dog just sliced up, no bread, and a little milk. And then later on at about 9 o'clock I had some more chili and a chunk, about an ounce of cheese. So it wasn't bad, but I did come over in points because of it, about 34 points. So, and I think it's because I ate, the rice, the 3 pieces of bread for breakfast, and the only protein I had was my milk and my little peanut butter on each piece of bread. So I need more protein. So, lesson learned. Like I said, this first week's going to be hit or miss with it. And the scale on Saturday will tell me a lot. If I lose, great. If I don't, if I stay the same, maybe I need to tweak the breakfast a tad. Or maybe more lean meats after breakfast, or even at breakfast. Let's see, what else? And if I stay the same, I think I'll just let that ride a week and see what happens, because I still am coming off that hormonal week. And another thing I thought yesterday was funny, when I thought this is supposed to help your irritability and stuff. Well, my husband's not here, so I don't know if that's working or not. I said, when he gets home Friday or Saturday, Friday, Thursday, that'll be the true test of if my irritability has seized up some. So I can't tell you the outcome on that yet. But I don't feel as irritable with the children. I know that already. I can tell I can take a lot more, the stress of it. I can handle it better than, maybe I was before. And that's a good thing too. Let's see. Today I am going to, I've done this before too, and I know my sister has done it, and I keep going back to certain things because I do believe they will work. I just wasn't ready to make them work at the time that I've tried them before. So I think if it's a good idea, you should go back to, retry these things like the fiber or the big breakfast or whatever. Because maybe you're just not in that right frame of mind at the time. Just like my Weight Watchers leader, who had to try, 20 years to make it work for Weight Watchers. She wasn't ready, and then all of a sudden you're ready. So anyway, today I'm writing on little pieces of paper different exercises, and then every night before I go to bed, I will pick the exercise for the next day. Reason being, because I'm going to put in there go to the gym on some of them. Go to the gym and do weights. Go to the gym and swim. Go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. Go in the gym and do 10 minutes on the elliptical. That kind of stuff. So I need to know that the night before, because I have to set my alarm and go. Maybe when it gets really, really, really cold and I wake up and it's like snowstorm out, and my thing was go to the gym, I'll just repick for that day. But if it's a, just a cold morning, who cares? I can go. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to get that all set up, and then tonight I will pick my first. I've got the Wii, I've got weights, I've got armbands, I've got music, I've got my exercise ball video, I've got dancing, I've got the Great Outdoors, I've got Walk Away the Pounds DVDs. So I've got plenty to do. It's just, I got to do it. And so I'll even put in there, take the day off. Maybe one night, yes, I don't have to work out tomorrow. So I'm going to do that today, and I'm going to start that tonight. So one of them might be get that pedometer back on, get 10,000 steps in. Don't care how you do it, just get it done. So things like that. So I think that'll be fun. It'll be fun just making them up. And then, of course, then you've got to do the work. So yeah, I feel good about everything so far, and let's see. Last night I watched a few other people's videos. A lot of people do video blogs like this, and they're interesting to watch, and you get some pointers, and what I do find, and I do it too, is we do make excuses for everything. We all do it. Almost every video I watch, I sit there and go, well, as I'm listening to them, going, yeah, right. It's always a, well, because of this, well, because of that, well, because of this. Well, guess what? That ain't cutting it anymore. You know? Now, if you've lost, a substantial amount of weight, great. Then you're doing it right, and if you got a few mishaps along the way because of a reason, that's okay. You just, but I think, and I go back to Carney Wilson, when I watched her on Dr. Oz or something. She was just full of excuses. Anyway, I'm over. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.